new beginnings. I just hope people show up. Even though there'll be a replay, a lot of people wanted the webinar. So hopefully they'll show up. My boy is not in here talking to himself. Yeah, the cloud stacking is makes stuff so easy. So easy. and advanced stuff. So not just like, you know, a little simple thing, because there's ways to do that, but he stepped it up. Matter of fact, I gotta ask him too. I think I might have been the one that had told him about a tool a while ago, or if not, he knew about it as well. But he, what he made with this just makes cloud stacking so crazy easy. Jesper, let me okay, let me get to this. Where's the panelists? Participants. Here's that pop-up. Okay, here it is. Attendees, Jesper, allow to talk. Promote to panelist.
Hello, hello.
Hey Jesper, how you doing?
I am doing, I'm doing very fine, thank you. How are you doing, Mr. Molly?
Good. Chilling, man, chilling. Excited to be able to let people have a taste of the greatness. Make a co-host, okay. There we go. Yeah. There goes my boy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm doing fine.
The time is 7:00 p.m.
I'm sitting in front of my brand new green wall. Actually, my wife painted it because I had a green screen, but it was 15 centimeters behind my head, so it was a little bit claustrophobic. So she decided to paint my entire wall.
Oh, so nice. And that'll act as a green screen as well?
Yeah, it acts as a green screen. Yeah.
Nice.
So she went down, so she found a green color that she liked, a green paint color that she liked. So it's my new green room.
It's a good it attracts attention, so that's good.
It certainly attracts attention. I can see that you also have a green screen.
So no, that's like a Zoom background.
Ah.
Yeah, you could put like any type of picture you want as a background in Zoom.
Can I do that also?
Yeah, you could do that as well. You go click on see where it says video, stop video, and it has like the little arrow there.
Yeah.
Click on that and then go to choose virtual background.
Aha. Choose background.
Yo, Jesper, I was just talking to someone in the chat in here, and I don't know if this is, I think when we had met and we're talking about stuff, you were already using S3 bucket, right? Or was I the one that told you about it? I can't remember because
I used actually I've used S3 buckets for I think 3 years, something like that.
Yeah, so that's what it was. When we met, we were like, "Oh, you use that too?" And we were like, "Yeah." Like,
yeah.
Hardly anybody, was on that. But what you've done now with the fucking cloud stacking is. It's crazy, bro. Like me and you haven't even talked, right? Since I had it. We've been busy. We chatted on Skype, but we really haven't had the time to really kick it. Bro, what you did there is crazy. Because it's not like you just throwing up a one-page simplistic little, nah, hell no. Like you get to go in, you get to be an artist, be creative, like you got, and then you already have a different diagrams for people. So most people would not even understand what all that means, right? Now they get to be able to say, Okay, Jesper says use this one. Merlino suggested this one. Okay, push button, you know, there's really no push button shit in SEO, right? But if you understand what you need to load into this tool and why,
yeah,
it doesn't get any simpler. It just doesn't.
No, I agree. I think this is as close as a magic, a magic pill, one-click magic button. It's as close as we get currently with this kind of technology and this kind of strategy.
Yep.
And I've been doing this for, I think, about 3 years, and I programmed everything in hand, and I just, I had so many plans of creating these cloud pages because I knew how powerful they were, but it takes too much time if you have to program every little single piece of HTML code in hand. It's simply not possible. But now after we finished with YACSS, now I'm doing it on a regular basis. Yeah, so it's very, very, very nice.
That's great. So what time is it? 1:03. I guess we could wait. Let's give them a little while to come in, see what we got going on in the chats. The first webinar I really do, aside from my course, this is the first time I've ever done a webinar. So you should feel proud because I don't really, I don't go in my group like, hey, want to promote this. But now that I see people appreciate stuff that's shared.
Can you see what it says on my book?
What is SEO? Nice.
I think that is it in reverse for you also?
No, I see it perfectly actually.
Okay, so I breathe SEO every day like you do. But is this your first webinar?
Yep.
So
I've been on webinars before, but this is the first time like I host a webinar and bring someone on to my group or anything like that. First time.
First time that you're the master.
No, not the master. First time like promoting something is really what I mean. Right?
Yeah.
I don't promote too much. I drop a link to a couple of tools here or there for the CTR stuff, but I've never said like, hey guys, check this tool out. But I want people to see what they would be missing out on, because if not, I feel bad because a lot of these people are my friends, and I got my Facebook group. There's a lot of people that I'm cool with, man. So it's like if they don't know, why not bring you on and let them hear it from you, not me giving them a 5-minute. You need to buy this or you fucking losing your mind, because that's how I am, right? You get to show them.
But I must agree. I like your selling style. I can't talk like you, but it's you're certainly more fun to listen to than I am. I'm a little bit more dry than you are, so it's.
Well, listen, that's why your ass is with the scientific code on programming the software that we're about to show them, right? And I'm the hype man getting excited because I get to fucking use it, right? If they buy or don't buy, I mean, it is what it is. I'm still using it. My VA are churning out sites every day. So
nice, good to hear.
No, bro, that shit is great. And then me and you gotta hop on a call too, so you could tell me what's on the roadmap, and I could maybe give you, some possible ideas, because it's already so beautiful, right?
Yeah.
We
Thank
gotta
you.
show them what we got going on, Jesper. Let's see how many people.
We gotta show them. We gotta show them, and I can see. Do we have any?
We got 15 people in here.
15 people, 17 people now, and Graham is asking, Jesper, what's my divorce lawyer? I don't know. What a way to kick it off with a bang. Yes, I agree. And Cindy is new to it. Yes. And Stephen, good morning. And to James, yo guys, and Jeff, hey all. So 17 people. I think that we should just simply start, kick it off.
Yep. I got it recording, so if anybody doesn't catch it, I'll post it in my I'll post the replay in the group.
All right. So do you want to give a short introduction to your idea of what cloud stacking is, and then I can take it after you?
Absolutely. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna post something in the group, let these people know the webinar is going on. Give me 1 second.
Also, be sure to post your affiliate link in here, so so that people can use your link. Or I could also post it. So guys, the link that I just posted is the affiliate link for Mr. Molino. So if you are if you're going to purchase a subscription, I really encourage you to use his link because he's so friendly. So he's inviting me here. So as a courtesy to him. So it's just do that.
Yep. And guys, can you confirm that when I talk, you see me, when he talks, you see him, and then when he puts the share screen on, I'll ask you guys to confirm that's
Steven is asking, did you share it to hosts only? I don't know what he means.
I guess.
I think that when I log,
so I'll go to the chat box, right? Jesper, and you see.
I think that what Steven is asking about, I couldn't log into the Zoom webinar actually.
Oh.
I couldn't log into the Zoom webinar. I had to log in as a professional account.
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't know what I don't know what you did.
So can you see the chat box?
I can see the chat box, yes.
You see where you type it, right above where you type the message, it says to host and panelists. Click on it and you could change it to everyone.
Ah, okay, my bad. So
I just noticed it right now myself.
I see. That's what he meant. Okay, yes. Steven, okay, it's shared to everyone. The link didn't come, it's there. And Cindy, I will add your account to Michael's affiliates account. Yes.
James Moore, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you messaged me the other day, but you haven't been around. So sorry that you guys had to sign into Zoom or stuff. I'm not lying. This is all real new to me with the Zoom and sending links out and lists. So I apologize. I'm glad you made it in though. Sorry, it was not an easy journey. And cloud stacking, guys, right? So
what is cloud stacking? Could you give your introduction?
My quick Merlino introduction to cloud stacking is, right, you got what's called cloud websites or hosts like Amazon, Microsoft, Azure, Alibaba, and there's others, right? But those are probably the top 4 people discuss. And what you could do is you build out a HTML site, right? Not WordPress, guys, HTML static, right? And once you have this HTML file, you have to log in to Amazon and then log into Azure, and you have to log into each of these hosting cloud platforms individually, learn how to set up buckets or whatever they call it on that website to be able to upload that HTML file and then get a URL without having a domain or hosting, right? That's live on the internet, and it has power because it's coming from either Amazon S3, Microsoft, Azure, right? But Amazon, Microsoft, right? Alibaba, right? And so these cloud sites have power just right off rip. So it's giving yourself backlink power from super trusted domains, right? So people like Jesper and myself long ago figured out, oh, instead of just building one link to my site, if there's multiple cloud sites, we can stack them up, right? So one links to the other, links to the other, and then links to the target URL, usually your money site or GMB or tier 2, that's on you, right? Most people power up the money site with these, right? And the top tier would be an Azure. At least in my opinion, that's the one I like to use the most. Jesper, do you agree with that?
I totally agree.
Okay. Yeah. So the stacking, cloud stacking is stacking up those different cloud sites and powering up, right? Just like anything else, when we do silos, we do backlink, you power up your silo. This is the same thing. It's just we're using HTML static websites that we don't have to pay much for hosting or really pay for. Well, you pay a little bit, but it's so cheap. It's unbelievable. Actually, I think that's more than enough, right? Is that good? I don't want to get too crazy. I was about to get into what you've done, but that's the basics.
Graham, it seems that James Moore, he missed hearing your voice. And Graham is saying Mike is the David Attenborough of SEO.
I don't know who that is. Hopefully that's a compliment.
David yeah, it is a compliment because David Attenborough is the English gentleman. He's very old now, but he's done a lot of programs on nature and wild animals, and he has very good, sweet voice. Yeah,
Okay,
just like you.
Got it. Well, thank you, James. Thank you, guys. Graham is a character. I swear, he cracks me up. But that's basically what cloud stacking is in the Merlino way. Go ahead, Jesper.
But it's totally true. So I discovered this, as I said, about 3 years ago, and back then, not many really talked about it, and I had heard about it a little bit, and then I just set up my first account on Amazon, and then made my first single-page website. And I saw my rankings actually get a very, very big jump. Now, this was before all the indexing issues that we have today, of course. So today it's a little bit more difficult to index, just like that. But they index. They still index. And so fast forward to some months ago when I made my cloud stacking course, and I really, was trying to get into cloud stacking again. And then I thought, well, why don't I just make a tool to automate this process? And so I did. And that's what I'm going to show you. And what I'm doing with my tool is I'm creating, and what you can do with this tool is that you can actually create your own extremely insanely powerful backlinks, dofollow anchor text backlinks with extreme insane power out of the box. You own the backlinks, you own the accounts, and you are the master of your content, of your keywords. And so you can just make the dofollow backlinks as relevant and contextual as you want them to be, because you control all these properties. Currently, we have 4 cloud properties, and my secret plan is to add, I hope, about 10 more. So let me give you an example. Let me just start to share my screen. I will reduce my screen resolution. 2 seconds, because I have a 34-inch screen. So
nice.
I can see more.
Got a nice big monitor, huh?
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, got you.
Okay, so let me show you. This is my website, jespernissen.com.
And guys, just to confirm, drop me a 1 if y'all see his screen. Let's just be clear, because I see it, but I want to make sure. Okay, copy. They see it. All right, we're good, Jesper.
Okay, so first of all, I'm to inspect the authority and power of my backlinks. I'm using the plugin called Mangoose, and Mangoose is not free. It's a paid subscription, but I think it's like $60 per month. It's extremely cheap, something like that. And when I click on a backlink, I can inspect the domain authority, the page authority, the citation flow, and the trust flow of the links that I am inspecting. And the domain authority and page authority comes from Mars, and the CF and TF comes from Majestic, as you may know. So these are not the numbers from Ahrefs. It will, of course, look different because they have another way of displaying their metrics. But let me show you something. My backlinks actually was fun. The most powerful backlink I have, the most powerful dofollow backlink I have, is actually from a website that is actually pirating my course. So I just discovered that. I just discovered that,
yo, man, that's
I just discovered that last week. I just think it's funny. So because I should actually thank them for the strong backlink. But anyway, so let's see here. So I have a backlink here, and you can see that this is a kind of like a strange URL, right? And I have another backlink here. Let's see here. And this is actually another pirate site. And I have a Black Hat Worlds and Backblaze and all the others. Actually, these links that you see here, do you know where they come from? They come from cloud gigs that I actually purchased on Legit because I wanted to see what they did. Before I started building my own software, I wanted to see what how do they do it? So let me go to my blog post here. I want to show you something. Here, I think it is. Bear with me. Let's see what this looks like. There's also a cloud stack backlink. Let me go back to my website again. This the same. The same. I want to show you a concrete example. Let me see here. Automated link building. I have a YouTube SEO tip for you guys. I have a YouTube SEO tip for you because you know that Michael Molino, he is super duper hot into CTR. So what I have begun to do when I'm making my YouTube SEO YouTube videos, I have begun to actually ask people to comment on my videos with the term that I want to rank for. And people are actually doing this. It's very nice of people. They're actually action video and automated link building. I want to rank for automated link building. So it's just an SEO tip that if you do it like this, I'm actually ranking #1 now. I don't know how it is in the US, but you can see I'm ranking number 1 up here. I'm ranking #1. So anyway, I want to show you something. It's a website I made 3 weeks ago, and it looks like this. So you can see that this URL is extremely special because it says duperranking.blob.core.windows.net/link building training, etc., etc. So you can see that windows.net, this domain is of course insanely powerful. So if I inspect this URL with my Mangoose tool, I can see that the domain authority of windows.net is 92. And so how can I actually make, a website and put it on the windows.net domain? Well,
hey, Jesper, I'm sorry to interrupt, but while I have you here live, I'd like to ask you too. So usually when I land on a link like that, I click there, right? Which still, I want to show them guys, right? In case anybody is in here and uses the tool, thinks we're trying to hide or something. So this is the actual URL, right? So no links have been built to it. So you're not going to have trust flow and citation flow, right? We're not fucking miracle workers. But look at the domain authority, bro, and the page authority. That's on that URL. That URL links to your target URL. Please understand, right? So when he shows you the first one with the trust flow and the citation, that's the home URL, the root URL. This is that actual page.
Michael, James is asking about audio. Could you type a 1 if you can hear us okay, guys? Or 2 if you can hear us bad? Or is it just me? 1 okay.
James, can you hear us now, James? Everybody seems to be okay.
It seems to be good. Okay.
All right, cool. Sorry to jump in, Jesper. I just want him to.
No problem. So what you can see is out of the box, this URL, this specific URL has a page authority of 43. This is completely insane. When you go to WordPress now, WordPress.com, you create your free blog, or you go to Tumblr.com or many other of these free blog sites, you have a page authority of 1 and a domain authority of 1. That's how they do it now. But when you upload an HTML site to Azure cloud hosting, you get the page authority of 43. This is insanely powerful. Many, money sites, many of your money sites, many of your client sites, they don't even have a page authority of 43. So this is extremely powerful out of the box. What you can see here that if I use this link here, you can see I actually have an outgoing dofollow anchor text backlink going directly to my money site and to my page link building training. When I click on it, if I click, am I clicking? Yeah, there it was. So then I land on my website, right? Best SEO courses on the interwebs, link building training, cloud stacking SEO, etc., etc., etc. So this website, it has 100 pages, and I can show you the navigation menu up here. See how many pages it has. And you know what? It took me 8 minutes to build this site. 8 minutes. And then you can, if you don't believe me, you can actually watch this video. It took me only 8 minutes to build this site. And granted, I had the content and the keywords in advance. And granted, I also had the YouTube video in advance, of course. But that's how fast I actually did it. And this website and this one link actually has the combined power of 100 HTML pages, because you have one buffer page, then you have 99 supporting pages. And what this does is that actually boosted my rankings insanely fast, insanely fast. And I can actually show you here. I can go into my website. I use the tool called AccuRanker, which is actually a Danish SEO tool, by the way, just so you know. And here, the 24th of April, here around here, this was when I actually made my YouTube video and when I made this 100-page website. Within 3 days, I jumped from 44 to 21, it is, on the term link building training in the United States. In itself, being in the bottom of page 2 is, of course, I'm not getting any traffic when I'm in the bottom of page 2. But in itself, this is a very, very, very big jump in only 3 days. Only 3 days. I made one stack. I jumped 22 places or 23.
That's a huge jump, right?
It's
guys, everybody agree. Everybody in here is an SEO, right? Like that's nothing to joke about, right? Like
this is insane, guys. I mean, if you're building your own backlinks, or if you have your Google News websites, and this is so powerful, you never see these jumps today with links. Not with one click. You never see it today. Simply not. You don't do it. Then I thought, well, okay, I had this jump there. I want to make 2 more stacks. So the first stack was made on Azure. Then I made a stack on Google Cloud, and I made a stack on Amazon. And you know what? I didn't even change the content. It was the same exact content. I didn't change a comma. So I did that here and uploaded to Index Me Now, extremely expensive indexer. And then you can see what happens. It simply just goes up and then got this jump, and now it's up to page 1, it's position 7, and this is from today. This is the updated ranking, guys. So in something like 3.5 weeks, I jumped from position 44 to position 7 for the term link building training. How crazy is that? It is insane. You don't do that today with normal backlinks. It's simply impossible today.
That's page 5 to page 1. Page 5 to page 1, guys.
And it's in 3 weeks. And the sweet thing about this is, well, I'm just spamming your backlinking profile with links. No, because I have only 3 backlinks. I have this backlink from Azure, and then I have the identical on Amazon, the identical on Google Cloud. So I have 3 dofollow anchor text backlink specifically targeted to boost me for link building training. So, the fun thing is that I didn't target link building course. Of course, I don't mind if I also jump up. And in the beginning, I was 48, and then I jumped up to 32, and then I keep jumping up, and I just keep going up. Today, I'm at position 11 for link building course. How crazy would it be? How crazy would it be just to continue, sit back, and I don't know how high I can get. Top 3, I don't know. It's an ongoing experiment. So what I did on purpose, was I'm just laying back now to see when does it stop to go up, and then I can build more stacks to boost it even higher. So the only other thing I did, and I don't know if you know about this tool, but the only other thing I did was the first stack, this stack, I built 2,000 scrapebox blog comment links to it, to the first 10 pages, 2,000 links in all. And the 2,000 scrapebox links, I did not send them to the indexer. It was just, actually it was just a help to index, the pages. So that's the only other link building, external link building to power my cloud stack up. And yeah, there you have it. It's this is the kind of results you can achieve. And if you inspect my website, my jespernielsen.com, actually, I don't know if you noticed, let's see here. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not particularly proud of my backlinks profile because I mean, my most powerful backlinks are from pirate websites. So that just goes to show that I didn't spend any time at all to build backlinks to my own website, except of course my Twitter moments and these things that I do. But that's, and I have a citation flow of 15, a trust flow of 0. So, and domain authority of 7. So it's not, I mean, I actually have a very weak backlink profile. But that just goes to show you that these kinds of links, they carry an immense and insane amount of power. In 3 weeks, this is what you get. And in 3 days, this is what you get, the initial mega boost.
Now, excuse me, Jesper, real fast. Guys, you see what he did with those links, right? So now imagine, you know, this is something you're trying to like, not just test like he's doing, but something you really just trying to rank, right? And you do something like that. Plus you send some fucking links with trust flow, you know, guest posts or some strong PBN links or niche edit, whatever the fuck you're into, right? So that not only you getting the power boost here, now you get some outside, you know, juice, some other like, you know, whatever we want to call it, not other backlinks or real backlinks, because a link is a link is a link, right? But if you're a person that chases TF and chases the metrics, you can easily fix that. And let me give you a bigger piece of advice. Don't ever just send links to try to bring your trust flow up, because you'll fuck your shit up quick, right? You only get good links because you need the good links. Then that's, so in other words, what I mean is in this situation, his trust flow is 0. There's gigs out there, oh, I'll bring your trust flow up. No, man, stay away from those. You get your trust flow up by getting good, strong backlinks if you're going to go that route. Now, the flip side of that coin is if it's not a client and you're not worried about none of that shit, then you could just keep stacking this shit away till you get where you need to go. Go ahead, Jesper.
Yeah, I agree. And let's see some comments in the chat. YACSS is Cindy's comment, and Graham, don't tell any motherfucker about this hack, LMAO. Then damn, if Ollie says you'll have a course on it by midnight. She actually just released a course on this tool yesterday. I don't know if you noticed. And Cindy is asking, I have a question about the content on the HTML pages we load to the cloud servers. Should it be about the actual money side business, or just niche related content without branding it, same as clients? Well, I can tell you about what I do to, well, content is always the problem, right? So I'm using Article Forge, I'm using Spin Rewriter to spin, I'm using Word AI, I'm using Page Rewriter, I think it's called. Do you know Page Rewriter, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah,
I use everything you just said and some more. WordTune, Quillbot, every fucking thing, bro.
The tool master. So what I did actually for this, because this was just a test, I didn't know that it would be so powerful to boost my rankings this high. What I actually did was I actually scraped the top 20, 30, 40 websites with the Page Rewriter. And then I went in and removed all brand mentions, of course. And then I, mixed up the content and I added my own keywords. And then I rewrote every bit of content with the Page Rewriter. And yeah, and you know what? Within 2 days, this page actually ranked on page 2 for link building training. Completely crazy. I did not count on that. So it was actually, if you use Page Rewriter, if you take a piece of content and paraphrase it with Page Rewriter, it's not the same content anymore, because what Spin Rewriter, what it's called, Spin Rewriter, what it does is that it actually takes the words and replaces them with alternative words. But what Page Rewriter does, it actually paraphrases. So it changes the sentence around and it reformulates the sentence. So you take content A, run it through Page Rewriter, and you get content B, and it's a new piece of content, and you can upload it to Copyscape and whatever they call, and it's 100 completely fresh new content. And if you add your own keywords, as I do, then it's for sure it's not the same content anymore. So that's what I do with these. I would never do that for my money page. I would never do that for my blog posts. That goes without saying. But it's just to answer the question in a very long way that Cindy asked, is that this is how I actually produce, relevant content that are niche related contents. And when I'm using it, when I'm making content for my clients, I don't use this method. I use mainly Article Forge to produce content, and also the article website eSign, I think it's called. Isn't it called eSign, Mike?
Yep. Yep.
So we mix it up with eSign articles with Article Forge content to produce relevant articles, of course.
So, and I'll give guys a little tip here, but use at your own discretion, right? I also have my team go and take 2 or 3 top ranking articles from different geos, right? And mesh them up, take out the nonsense, right? And then paraphrase that, because it's going on a cloud site, right? So it's a tier 1 asset. I'm not that worried about it. But Article Forge does a great job. Like, Article Forge's content is really, really on point now. They stepped their game up.
Exactly. They just released a new update to their, and I know that Graham, he uses another tool called ScaleNut, I think it's called. Graham.
I use ScaleNut too. ScaleNut is nice.
And he's extremely happy about that. And Steven is asking, issues I had when I bought Cloud Links was that they do not get indexed. How do you help with this, or does it matter if it doesn't index? Well, people are actually asking me, if your Cloud Links doesn't index, but they do get crawled, do they actually give value? And that's an extremely good question. I don't know if you have the genius answer for that, Mike. I simply don't know. I must agree, I don't know. But what I do to get my pages indexed is I designed YACSS in the way to maximize indexation probabilities. So we know that privacy policy it's kind of like small ranking factor, and it's a trust factor. So what I do is I programmed YACSS so you can actually enter all your company details into the input form. I'll show you how it looks like in 5 minutes. And then you add all your company information, and it's placed in the footer. You add your social media links, and YACSS creates the HTML sitemap automatically. And there's a link, from all the pages to the sitemap. And then YACSS also creates the privacy policy, and this is auto-generated. You can see privacy policy for Jesper Nilsen SEO. At Jesper Nilsen SEO, one of our main priorities, blah, 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 blah. And, then I have the publisher information down here. And all of these small details help you get indexed, because this is a trust issue from Google. Google is thinking that okay, if this guy, he's going through so much pain in order to create these things, it kind of looks like a website now, right? And then one of the latest things that I added to the builder is QR codes. And I don't know if you know what a QR code is, but if you take your smartphone and you scan this, you click on scan, you actually go to this URL itself. So what I did was I actually made an automation of these QR codes. So each and every page has a unique QR code that goes to the page itself. Allegedly, it also helps with indexing. I'm not sure I've seen much difference. Allegedly, that's what I'm saying. And it also makes the web pages more powerful. It helps boost your rankings all around, because what this does, it actually creates a dofollow backlink from a Google property before it goes to your website. So what I do is I send to the sitemap URL, the HTML, sitemap.html, and to the homepage of the stack, I actually send Twitter moments, and I sent Google Sheets links. And then I sent the links to the indexer. And I use an indexer called SendByte, and I use an indexer called IndexMeNow. For these kinds of stacks, I have an indexing rate of close to 100% using IndexMeNow, close to 100%. The downside of using Index Me Now is it's extremely insane.
Expensive like a biscuit. Sorry, but it's so pricey though. But them links get indexed or they refund you.
Yeah, it's in the indexing rate close to 100%, of course. So
that's another one I put a lot of people on to. You heard Jesper? Index Me Now. I felt good. I felt good letting people know about it, but I had to let them know, listen, don't cry about the pricing, but if you need some shit indexed, here you go.
Yeah, it's not my
no
so let's see, we have more questions. Indexing, we get index. Page rewrite is awesome, works so well, but I think the rewrite is just the word AI API. You could be right. Can we maybe embed GMBs? Yes, I'll show you. James, you already released one. Yes, Holly Starks released the course yesterday. It was based on my tool, actually. So James is saying, so best use these only on the high authority domains, not a domain of your own. James, I don't understand what you're saying. Could you elaborate, James, on this comment? And Cindy is saying, okay, so we would put our info of all our clients' info in that privacy and footer info. Yes. Plain niche content, but brand new content info. Yes. Yes.
So Cindy,
you actually also just one. We actually also the company name. If you don't want to use branded content on these kinds of links, you could actually, instead of your company name, you could just write the main keyword plus city, right? So then the privacy policy will be based on keyword plus city privacy policy. So you could do that actually, and make stuff up here.
And guys, with these, right, you could as far as the content, right, Cindy, you could do branded content, not like branded, or you could just do it where you're not mentioning the brand at all, right? Just like a persona, right? Or someone else, or a fake blog or whatever. And then they're referencing your company as the expert, right? Or using a quote from your blog or something like that, which gives the reason then to link over to your site, right? So there's two ways you could play it. And that's just two quick ways, right? The strat, again, like he built the tool just like anyone else. Like then it's on you to dance, right? Like we give you a canvas and then we give you the paintbrush and the markers and whatever you want. Now draw, motherfucker, create art, right? Be creative.
Yeah, and James is asking, sorry, just meant it's worth building out the site and sticking to it on your own hosting and domain. For sure. Because when you're using Yaccs, you actually have at least 4 different use cases for Yaccs. The first use case is what I just showed you, is for backlinking, powering up your websites. And it's insanely powerful. Number 2 option is creating single pages, because these pages, they do rank. I mean, perhaps not if you use great content, but if you really put yourself to it, and then you write good articles and publish a page. I know from many of the users that use Yaccs that they rank directly to page one, because it's for long tail keywords, of course, not for link building training, but because they have this built-in authority. And number 3 option is you can actually build affiliate websites with this. It's not something that I've done yet, but it's on my plan to do. It's on my to-do list. So you can, collect the content, collect the images, collect everything that you want and the affiliate offers, and build out a website. Because I mean, in 2 days, this website was ranking on page 2 for link building training, and this is an extremely competitive keyword. So imagine if it was a long tail affiliate keyword offer, then you could really, in minutes you can build your own affiliate websites. That's number 3. And number 4 was expired domains. Yeah, expired domains. Purchase a powerful expired domain, build a 300-page website with Yaccs in 10 minutes, make 1 outgoing backlink from the expired domain, and then now you have an expired domain with 300 pages of good content, 1 outgoing backlink from the homepage to your blog post. This will boost your rankings for sure. And this is one of the So this is one of the other things that I'm really going to dive deep into over the summer. You know, how to use expired domains, how to connect them to Yaccs, how to upload the Yaccs website to the expired domains. James Moore has an SEO boner.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Because listen, bro, I've been doing that shit manually for a while, right? You know, Moby Rise, get a template, get a nice content, get an expired domain, HTML, that throw that shit on a bucket and be out of here. So when the fact that you're gonna get that shit all automated and into the system, like, whoo, that shit is beautiful, beautiful.
So
Because
let me
HTML sites, guys, like, you know, I don't know how long y'all been doing what you do or whatever. Some people get scared when they think HTML, or they think there's no power in HTML sites. You better think again, because you're bugging. I know people that once they have a page where they need it converting, ranking, especially with conversions, right? Then they make it static HTML. They ain't trying to be dealing with WordPress buggy shit at that point. So my point is, don't sleep on HTML sites. Should be a part of your game for sure.
Okay, so before I'm going into Yaccs to show you how I do it, I actually want to show you the strategy for link building and backlink building. So you have your money site, and it could be the homepage or preferably a blog post, of course, like what I'm doing. And then you have Azure, and then you have Google, and then you have Amazon, and then you have Wasabi. What you do is that it's extremely simple. It's so simple. I mean, once you see the tool, you'll understand how simple it actually is to make these. So what you do is that you create 4 stacks: one on Azure, one on Google, one on Amazon, and one on Wasabi. So what you have now actually have done, I've just created 4 power stacks. What you have now is you have 4 extremely powerful contextual dofollow anchor text backlinks to your website. And it's from 4 different domains. It's from 4 different IP addresses. And what I'm doing is I'm actually adding more clouds. We're working on Alibaba. We're working on Backblaze. We're working on more sites, more clouds. At least 10 clouds we're going to add. So for each blog post that you want to rank, just create 1 stack on each of these domains, point it back to your money site, and boom, just lay back. What you would then do is that you would, this is your tier 1, so to speak. For your tier 2, you could do what I do, like, scrapebox links. And let's say this is a scrapebox campaign of 50,000 links. No, the other way around, from scrapebox here to here. And scrapebox to here and to here. So tier 1, your cloud stacks. Tier 2, your scrapebox links. Let's say 50,000 links. You have, I don't know, 100 proxies, just VPN, just let it build links. And what happens is, what I see with scrapebox links is that if you do it like this, over time, these scrapebox links, I know sometimes, even if it's no follow, because most of them, 99% is no follow because it's block comments, right? Even if it's no follow, over time, they will accumulate authority for these stacks, and you will see over time rankings it's just steadily increasing, just going up. So how much does each stack cost per month? Well, the low tier is $34 per month, and you can create 20 stacks for the lowest prices tier. How do you send links to your money site from these stacks? Eric is asking, let me show you. Let's go into Yaccs.
Excuse me. Guys, hold on a minute. Let me ask you something. Can you guys see the Q&A panel down there? Guys, let me see a 1 if you see the Q&A panel. Aside from the chat box. All right, do me a favor. Drop the questions in the Q&A, and we'll get to it at the end, so that I want y'all to see the show. I can't even take it no more. We got to get to it. So Jesper's a nice guy. He wants to answer the questions as he sees them. Let's help him out. Put them in the Q&A, please, guys, so he could get, I want y'all to see this stuff, and then we'll answer the questions at the end. No worries. That sound good, Jesper?
Perfect. And is there, I just answered, Eric just asked, is there a tutorial for Scrapebox links? I have the software, but I have no idea how to do this. I just, I searched YouTube many.
There's plenty of them on YouTube for sure.
Yeah. It's, there are tutorials on YouTube. So you'll have to go to YouTube. Unless, of course, Mr. Molino, he decides to make a course on Scrapebox.
No, check out Chris Palmer probably got one. Check out Palmer's channel. He probably got one.
I'm using Scrapebox because it's just so easy. But people are using Ranker X, and I know
that could be Money Robot, Ranker X. I mean, whatever you want it to be. He's just showing you the principle again, right? What tools you use and the strategy. That's more on you, but it's just to show you the link, the tiering.
Yeah, because I'm also, some of you may know that I'm also doing a lot of Twitter moments, but for this specific strategy, I am not doing any Twitter moments, and simply because it takes too long to, sitting there manually, copying, pasting, and creating the Twitter moments just take too long time. Because, I made this website in 8 minutes, and 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. In the Scrapebox campaign, 2 minutes. So in less than an hour, I can just sit back and wait 3 weeks to see my rankings rise, right? And so let me show you how I use YACSS and what it actually is. So actually, the principle behind YACSS is extremely simple because it is actually a template or input form, content input form. I'll just start with scrolling down so you can see how many input fields there are. And of course, I know it looks extremely daunting. It looks extremely scary. It's not, or it is, but it's, once you try it one time, it's extremely easy to use. So you just go through, number of web pages to generate. If I want a single page, I click 1. If I want a 100-page website, I click 100. I mean, extremely easy, right? My target URL, what website do I want to boost? JesperNilsen.com. And then I have all these options out here, over here. Do I want to include pages navigation menu? If you're building link wheels, I don't include it. If you're building, 100-page website, yes. And then we include HTML sitemap, we include the XML sitemap, we include the automated privacy policy, QR code. And if you don't like these, you just deselect them, right? So it's extremely easy. And we have also, I've also designed some built-in web page and local business schema. If you don't like my schema, you just disable it because you're your own schema wizard. And disable my schema and insert your own schema down here. But
so I'm sorry, real fast, guys, in case anyone feels overwhelmed, right, or whatever, just let me, so I don't like UIs that overwhelm me, like Scrapebox, like GSA, certain, like most software too. It takes me a while to right? I signed into this. I got over the fact that it's a long form. I cracked a joke with Jesper about it, right? But then I actually got to it and I was like, oh man, right? So if you feel overwhelmed, don't. And I also would like to preference that on a Google stack, right? I mean, on a stack, the HTML, that means, yes, you can put embeds in there, man. Any type of embed you want, right? So that's why he says built-in schema, right? So if you don't even know about schema because you're not on that level and you don't got your own schema to add to your stack, it's gonna build some schema for you, bro. Like, come on, man. So as he's gonna show you all these different things, don't feel overwhelmed by it. Just know that's all the pieces of the pie that you want to feed Google so that they know who you are and why they should rank you. So just wanted to give y'all that little thing, because be excited about what you're about to see, because this is crazy. Once you have that file that he's using set up, like he said, 8 minutes, you off and running. Go ahead, Jesper. My bad, but I'm starting to get excited. Now we're getting to the meat and gravy of things, baby.
Yeah, it's, it's, I love the way that you explain it because it's so precise and so, I know that there are a lot of inputs fields, but you have basically two options. You either program it yourself in hand and it takes so long, it takes hours and hours and hours, or you go through the painful motions of entering each and every field. And I mean, if you want a real website and you want something that ranks, and you want something that works, you need to fill out these fields. You need to use schema, you need to use entities, you need to use keywords, because right now, otherwise it simply doesn't rank so well. So you need to do these things. Anyway, back to business. So I can click preview, and already now I can see my website is taking form. This is a preview. So I just entered my keywords, 100 page keywords, you can see here. And I mean, just like that, I already have a 100 page website that I can generate. So
guys, Jesper, I'm gonna keep hopping in real quick. Guys, you saw that little 100-page site, right? I know at least one of y'all was like, oh, wait a minute, that could be my keyword geo key. Yes, you could build little mass page, little sites and just take over little areas, right? And don't do one state, a national site. For what? You got this tool where you could throw them shits up in minutes, bro. You throw up 100 and just cover every little neighborhood in the geographical area you're trying to do. And don't get me started on what you could do with this to link build on all the different map properties to boost map rankings, right? Just getting started. We're just showing you the software, but oh baby, just know this is a beast right here. I'm trying to tell y'all. My bad, Jesper. Go ahead.
Let's say you're a plumber, and excuse me, I'm not from the United States, so these are just random city names. So let me just insert these so you can see what it looks like. Just insert these and click preview. So let's say that you're a plumber, you want to build a plumbing website that covers, 300 cities in your area, 300 zip codes, whatever. So you just, create the keyword list, plumber Chicago, plumber Dallas, plumber New York. And now you have 100, 200, 300 pages that are geo-targeted, geo-relevant. And let me just see here. Up here, it says plumber Chicago in the page title. It says plumber Chicago in the menu item. It says plumber Chicago up in the URL. It says plumber Chicago in the H1. So what I actually did is I built all the basic SEO into these templates for you. So you don't have to think, you don't have to do anything. The only thing that you have to do is actually think about what keywords do you want, what content do you want. So, and I built in local business schema for you also, so you don't need to, go through that. If you're a dentist company, and then I can go through all these fields. I won't bore you with that. And I can also insert my Google Business profile and my Google Business website. The citations is very interesting application that we did. Citations 1, citation 2. So all these citations will actually be added to the schema code as same as for you that know about this. So you don't need to actually do that yourself. And you can also add your social media links. And let me say I have a Facebook link here, right? Let's see what that looks like.
And guys, this is powerful because this is establishing your brand further in Google, all these different links, all these different properties on the internet, tying your brand together with those social links, and more importantly, right, with the schema.
Exactly. So you have a phone number and you have an email address and you have address, road, and you have a city, and you have a state, and you have a zip. Now I'm just breezing through them because I want to show you something. You have a company website, jesper.com, and you have a contact page, contact URL, blah, blah, blah. Because what happens then is that you actually have this call to action button up here. And this is extremely nice, and it actually makes it look like a real website when you have this call to action button up here. So I like to add that. And also let me just right click because I want to show you something extremely nice. And this is the source code, right? And let me scroll down here so you can see I actually have the the local business schema. Some of it's not, I didn't fill all the fields, but you can see the same as the citations I added automatically, and the name of the company and the URL. And then you can see I added some pretty advanced web page schema, because web page is the single most important schema type that you can actually add to the page, because you can actually, I'm going to add YouTube schema, I'm going to add table schema and image schema, I'm going to add a lot of things. But for now, I want to show you that if I add keywords down here, I add the SEO, Google, Bing. So I'm making a website for myself, right? Bing, Yahoo, SEO Optim, search engine. So what happens now is I actually put all of these keywords into jump links. So you don't have to do that. I put the keywords into the subheaders, H2, H3. So everything, is optimized with the headers. And when I click to view the source code now, you can actually see that all of a sudden I have disambiguating description, I have keywords, I have awards, I have teachers, I have offers. So everything is actually educational use, text, work example. So everything is all of a sudden is done for you. And I even actually also keyword stuff, the images, you can see SEO, plumber Chicago, blah, blah, blah. All of this is SEO optimized for you from the ground up. And you can also control the design. If you want a banner image, you can just select this image here. Let's see what it looks like. Good, preview. Now I have this, matrix banner image. And if you want to embed a video in the top, I can simply embed a video like this. Copy, insert. I can embed Google Maps. It does that automatically for you. Copy, insert. I can embed Twitter moments for you. Copy, insert. Let me show you what that looks like. Now I have, the YouTube video embed. I have the Twitter moment embed. I have the Google My Maps embed with the dofollow backlink. And this field, actually, the maps embed field, it accepts all kinds of maps embed that you have. The Google My Maps, if you know how to do these, or the ordinary Google Maps URL. So when you search your company name, you can grab the embeds URL for yourself. And now, since I'm building a 100-page website.
The time is 8:00 p.m.
I'm building a 100-page website. I don't want these 7 keywords to go through each and every one. I want to vary my keywords. So I made a keyword file with a website called keywordtool.io. I just, entered in link, building, training. And, this is basically all I did for keyword research. So I simply just copied all these keywords, put them into a file, and then I select random keywords. And then what Yaccs will actually do is that Yaccs will actually take this file and fill out the keywords for you on 100 pages. So you don't have to do anything. Keyword file. Here it is. And let me show you what it looks like now. So SEO training course, you can see all of a sudden it's SEO related keywords, link building training related keywords. I did the same thing with the contents. I don't want to, when I'm building a 100-page website, I don't want to use spin tags. I can do that for link wheels with 5 or 6 pages, but not for a 100-page website. So I'm selecting, say, like random sentences from text file. And this content file, I created that using Page Rewriter, using the process that I mentioned in the beginning. And it took me 15 minutes, 20 minutes perhaps. And what this will look like then is that now I have a website with images, video embeds, related contents, keywords, actually everything. And I can even actually, I can actually use images. Let's see here. I can use these images. And now what Yaccs then will do, it will actually take these images and randomly insert them in each and every page. So no 2 pages will be the same. Each page will get its own unique images. And let me show you what this looks like. Let's see if its upload is completed, and it's thinking. And now it's completed, preview. So you can see you have images here. And I'm basically done now. So I'm done, click generate. So what it does now, it actually generates the 100-page website. And now it's done, and I can upload it to Amazon, Azure, Google Cloud, Wasabi. Let me choose Azure. And let's say, I think that this is my account. Testing accounts. Jesper account. Test 1. And let me create a new directory called test 7. And click upload. And now I'm basically done. So what I just showed you is actually the process I used to create the 100-page website that helped me boost my rankings. And as you can see, of course, what it requires from you, it requires some knowledge to create content. That's what it requires from you. So now it's done, and I can actually visit this, copy this, and go to this website, and you can see Plumber Chicago. Okay, so now I'm going to rank for Plumber Chicago. That's probably, yeah, that's probably, yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's a test, right? But so what I did now is I can just click around here. So is your training Denmark? Is your training by Udemy? Let me show you one thing that's extremely interesting, because I made it so all of the outgoing links up here, the contact us link, and all of the links in the footer, the outgoing links to the social media profiles, they are no follow, so you can control the flow of the page rank. So what we have now is actually an umbrella, because I have an outgoing link here, and it goes to the homepage of the stack, and the link on the homepage goes to my website. And let's see, my website is loading. Here it is. And let me go back again. So no matter what page I select here, I can go from this page to the homepage of the of the cloud stack, and then that goes to my website. So, and the reason that it does this is because the diagram that I used to build this website is called the umbrella mode. So what this does, it actually create a buffer page that's your homepage of your cloud stack, and then it creates 99 SEO optimized subpages that all points to this page, and they are all interlinked, and everything is done automatically, and it's all internal links. All the internal links that do follow. The only outgoing link of this whole link building construction is one link in the buffer page that goes to the target URL. And this is, of course, the reason that it is so powerful and boosts your ranking so quickly, because, I mean, you only have one outgoing link that goes to your website, right? Yeah, I think that I will quickly jump to Q&A. What is Scrapebox? Scrapebox is a link building software that builds links on blogs, blog comment links. Do you send links to your money site from these stacks? Yes, I do. I explained this in the beginning. Any plans to have niche templates created for Yaccs, plumber, lawyer, etc.? James, that's actually a very good idea, and I didn't think of that. But we are going to add more templates, design templates. How big a difference does number of pages make for a cloud stack? Why not just one? Because 100 pages carries more power than one page. That being said, for low competition keywords, I have actually also seen decent jumps from only one cloud page. In my experience, it depends greatly on the quality of the content. And when I'm talking about quality, I'm talking about, you know, how many entities, how many keywords are you stuffing in your content? Do we get a training when joining? Yes, you get. I have training videos on my Yaccs channel. And you also, if you need it, you get a one-to-one live training with me personally. Does this conflict with the money side if the schema is the same? I have not experienced any conflicts in that manner. I have thought a lot and tested a lot of this. I see no negative effect of this. Dragon is asking why to build copy of our website. Shouldn't it be better to build some random website which is in the same category like our, and then point links to money website? Not getting that part. Why to build identical website and cloud like money website? Thank you. Well, Dragon, to answer that question, just look at this graph. What you need to do when you're building backlinks, you need to, in order to maximize the effect of your backlink campaigns, you need content on your backlinks that are more or less identical or niche relevant to the target website. And that's what I'm doing with this process. Why to build identical? I hope I answered the question correctly, Dragon. James, option to add a website overlay would be great. Overlay someone's site on a ranking page or timed redirects. Redirect is something that I'm looking into at some points, and overlay is also something that I'm thinking of. I know the overlay stuff, yeah. So let's see the chats. Pat is saying, this is pure gold, guys. Is this going to be recorded? Yes, I think that Mr. Molino is recording it. Ariel is saying, it looks like clean and straight, the forward UI. Yes. Graham is asking or saying, so I can use Rob Beal's advanced schema and inject that use in? Yes, you can. Graham, just disable my schema and just use Rob Beal's advanced schema. Cindy is loving it. And Mike Molino is saying, yes, with a lot of these guys here. You can use your own schema. Pro, it's HTML. You can do a lot of sneaky shit. MyG, green grid goblins. Graham is saying CO Viagra, and Stephen Miller is saying URL for Rob Beal schema. I don't know. It's schema text. Okay. David is saying, absolutely, Graham. I was thinking it's the same thing using schema text. Yes, seems to be like a good idea to use Rob Beal schema text. Mike Molino will get you a discount on schema texts. Erdal saying cannot see the content in that box at the screen. I guess straight box window. I don't know what you mean, Erdal. Graham is saying, I set up 3 buckets, Wasabi, Azure, and AWS in 30 minutes. We'll do Google Cloud tomorrow. Training is very good. Support is 5 stars. Thank you, Graham, because you are referring to me, obviously. Dragon saying, yes, you did. Thank you. You're welcome. And Stephen is saying, if you have multiple unrelated keywords, like a company's list of services, multiple unrelated keywords, you make a different silo per directory for each cloud. I guess, Stephen, you could do that. It's entirely up to you. You could say that, let's say you have a company with 10 services, or you have a company with 10 blog posts, or a company with 10 affiliate offers, landing page that you want to boost. Then I would make, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 cloud stacks pointing to each of the service with all the keywords related to that specific service. So you make a different silo per directory or per, page.
So yeah, and Stephen, and for those of you guys that follow me, right, this everybody in here is from the group, so hopefully you've heard me say some of these things before, right? So for what Stephen just asked, right, each service is getting not only their own stack, but maybe more than one stack, right? And in the stack, right, and please understand, guys, can y'all see me, or can y'all see the PowerPoint only, or Jesper? Want to make sure y'all see my face. Get a 1 if y'all see me.
I don't see you.
You don't see me? Nope, we see you. Okay, say see me. Guys, listen to me. I'm always talking about doing a post, a moment, a video citation, the image, GMB post, the press release, for whatever that keyword is, whatever that service is, right? How great is it that you go now into a software, and instead of having to do that shit all manually with HTML, which we were doing because it's fucking powerful, now you just get the fucking file together with doesn't have to be all ugly HTML, just a nice little notepad, right? With all the shit that you're supposed to be doing any motherfucking way. You're supposed to have entity tuned content. You're supposed to use that in your GMB posts and in everything you do. So why wouldn't you have some that you could fucking paraphrase and use it on a stack site? Because you're not doing something right. If you don't have moments to embed for that exact keyword with the image being the exact keyword that you're going for, you're not doing shit right. If you don't have a video with the same exact keyword as the main keyword in that video citation, and you can't use that to embed on this shit, you're not doing something right. So put together all the shit that we've been teaching y'all, right? Me, Brent, everybody else I tell y'all about. And then this is why I brought Jesper on, because y'all know I stay talking about Twitter moments video. That's why me and Jesper click, right? Because we on that same shit, always have been from when we first met before he had a tool. Now he brought this, and it's like, thank you, my friend. Because if you're doing everything else you're supposed to do, and you get your hands on this, please understand. You can put any type of schema you want on these things, bro, and you can have as many of them shits as you want. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of pages out there, letting Google know who you are, what you do, and where you do it. And he didn't even get into all this, like all the, yeah, exactly, all the different options for those of y'all that do know SEO, right? Look, built-in diagrams, bro, like some money robot shit, right? You don't got to think about nothing. It's done. And he, bro, Jesper, you ain't even get to show him how you can fucking create a stack with a push of a button, bro. Like once you have the shit built, you press a button to create a stack and pop, 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 pop. Oh man, this tool is crazy. Like what I highly suggest is if you have more questions or need more data or need to see more, just go on his YouTube channel. Jesper, drop that in there for them if you don't mind, right? And watch him where he's building the shit live, right? Like that's how he does. You see him showing everything right now, and that's him building a stack, guys, right now, right? So one thing is for one cloud, one is for Azure, one is for Wasabi, right? He's picking the name, what's gonna go in there, and then as simple as one push of a button, and he'll get to choose where is all the power going to, right? All from a fucking right here on one dashboard, and then you click go. If you think people are not taking this software and selling gigs doing this, you're not wrapping your head around what you're looking at, I promise you. But I implore you, use this shit to get money for your business or your client, your affiliate site, your whatever it is. This is how you power it up. Just don't get mad at us if you put in some doo-doo content in there, ain't got no moments, ain't got no videos, you got no images that need what they have to have, right? Do what you need to do. My bad, Jesper, bro, but I want them to understand the power of what we're presenting to them, right? Because
yeah, it's I agree with everything they say, of course, and I didn't even show you guys the stack builder. The stack builder is an advanced link building tool that we build in, so you can actually select buckets or folders from different clouds and actually add them to the stack. So what this will do is then the first page will be put in Amazon, number 2 page will in Azure, number 3 page in Google Cloud, number 4 page in Wasabi, and then number 5 in Amazon, number 6 in Azure, etc. So it will cycle. And what this will do, it will minimize the footprint to Google. So first of all, you have the randomization of the content, the keywords, the images, and the schema. Second of all, now you have the randomization of the different clouds. So this will minimize the footprint. And if you're building, link wheels, the construction with the 6 pages that are pointing to each other, then this is probably the way, the safest way to go. And you can always decide what bucket do you want your buffer page to be in, and this is always the first. Now my buffer page is in Azure, number 2 page is Amazon, etc., etc., etc. I want to say to you that you get 30% for life, 30% discount for life if you use the coupon called Yaccs. I think, wasn't it Yaccs?
yes, correct.
Use the coupon called Yaccs, you get 30% discount for life.
And I think he said, and listen, guys, again, I'm not into the false scarcity. If you missed my course, you already know I don't play. He put on a deadline on it, not me. What was that deadline?
The deadline is before the 1st of June, you need to sign up to get this discount, sorry.
All right, guys. So if you miss it, right? If you forget and June 2nd comes, please don't DM me and don't like, we all busy people, right? He's letting you know now. You want to save 30% for your lifetime of the account? Sign up before June 1st. If not, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, price just goes to normal, and the prices are on my website called yaccs.site, so you can go to check the prices there. And Dragon is asking what to expect regarding Monday pricing for these clouds if we have at one point 10 to 15 clouds and a bunch of sites there. Guessing expensive but getting high. Am I wrong? You are wrong. I have literally created thousands of websites, thousands of stacks on Amazon, Azure, and Google Cloud. Do you know what my latest bill was? $0.47, 47 cents for 1 month. I mean, for thousands of websites. So, I mean, it's basically free. So, no need to worry about the pricing there. So I think I'm all out of breath now, Mr. Molino.
Okay.
What do you say?
I think that's good, man. Thank you so much. I think we answered all the questions. Everybody got what they want. Guys, everybody's good, right? Jesper's been here, nice, gave us his time. It's late where he's at. We answered all the questions. Anything else you could ask in the Facebook group? Oh, go ahead, Jesper.
Yeah, there was a question that you deleted.
Oh, sorry, shit.
No problem. Erda is asking, is the size per limit month resetting every month? Yes, it is. So 20, 20, 20, 50, 100, yeah, whatever. Sorry, just continue.
No. Just gonna say, so guys, listen, you know how I am. Like, take action or don't, but just remember, before, don't bother him later, because 30% adds up, right? So just get in now, put it to use. And before June 1st, you should already see the results, and then you know you want to keep that account, right? And for whatever reason, if you don't, it's because you're not doing something right. That I can assure you, because this man did not just create Google. I don't mean this to knock him, it's to build him up. He didn't create Google stacking. That shit been around, or it's not Google stack, just stacking, right? Cloud stacking, been around, been working. Only issue was some indexing shit and people using cheap, shitty content, right? Well, we got the great ways around that, and entity-based content was rocking everything out right now. So he's just brought it and made it so easy, right? And then when we could add in a couple more different templates, maybe get to the point where we got niche-based templates, like this thing is just a baby, right? But he has creative minds and some of the best SEOs behind him and in his ear, like, hey, could you add this? Hey, you think we could have that, right? So this thing is only gonna become a monster. So take it or leave it. That's my sales pitch, if you want to call it that. I got it and I use it. I don't, so it's on you. I'll see you guys in the group. If there's any other questions, just ask. Coupon for life. Okay, yep. Jesper, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Now it's 20 minutes past 8 here in Denmark. So I'll go into my wife in the couch and
get some family time in and relax, bro. You deserve it.
Drink a glass of red wine.
Nice. Watch a little TV, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy, man. I appreciate you.
Same to you. Take care, guys.
All right. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.